Hello, young ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Joseph Butler, your geriatrician, and today I want to talk about something that quietly affects millions of older adults across the United States. The combination of poor sleep and anxiety. These two issues often travel together, especially after the age of 60. And yet most seniors believe that sleepless nights, racing thoughts, and that constant underlying tension are simply part of getting older. I'm here to tell you that this is absolutely not true. And today, I'm going to show you simple, powerful, medically backed strategies that can help you sleep better, reduce anxiety, and finally wake up feeling rested. Starting tonight. As a geriatrician, I've spent decades listening to my patients describe their nights. The long hours lying in bed staring at the ceiling. The restless mind that just won't quiet down. The 3 a.m. awakenings that steal away your energy for the next day. And the most common phrase I hear is, "Doctor, I don't know why this is happening." But the truth is, we do know why. Aging changes the brain's internal clock, increases light sleep, reduces deep restorative stages, and makes the nervous system more sensitive to stress. At the same time, life transitions, retirement, health concerns, loss, financial stress, caregiving, often add layers of anxiety that weren't there before. And when your mind is tense, your sleep becomes shallow. When your sleep is poor, your anxiety worsens. It becomes a loop, a frustrating, exhausting loop. And breaking that loop is exactly what this video is designed to help you do. Before we get into the actionable steps, I want you to know something important. You are not broken. You haven't failed. Your brain is simply adjusting to a new phase of life, and with small, consistent changes, you can take back control of your nights and your peace of mind. I've seen patients in their 60s, 70s, even 80s completely transform their sleep and anxiety levels by applying the same principles I share here. The first thing we need to address is overstimulation. In modern life, even seniors are constantly bombarded with information. News channels, social media, smartphones, financial alerts, family group texts. Your nervous system simply doesn't get a break. Research from the National Institute on Aging has shown that older adults who engage with screens late into the evening have significantly higher nighttime cortisol levels. Cortisol is your stress hormone. When it's elevated at night, your brain stays alert even when your body is tired. So the very first change I ask my patients to make is what I call the golden pound fee. I saw it in Codin 1 hour before bedtime, no screens, no news, no emails, no political debates, no intense conversations. You are signaling to your brain, it's time to slow down. It's time to disconnect from the world so that I can reconnect with myself. But it's not just about screens. It's about the way your brain responds to routine. Older adults with consistent sleep schedules, meaning going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, show dramatically better sleep quality. When you wake up at random hours or stay up much later than usual, your internal clock becomes confused, and a confused clock cannot create deep, restful sleep. So I always tell my patients, your sleep routine should be sacred. Treat it like an appointment with your own health. Now let us talk about anxiety and how it sneaks into the mind when you least expect it. Many seniors think anxiety must look like panic attacks or dramatic symptoms, but in older adults, anxiety is often much quieter. It looks like overthinking. It looks like worrying about health issues late at night. It looks like replaying conversations in your head. It looks like imagining worst-case scenarios. And one of the worst habits seniors develop is trying to solve all their problems at bedtime. Let me be very clear. Nighttime is the most emotionally vulnerable time for your brain. It exaggerates fear. It amplifies doubts. That's why one of the most powerful strategies I teach is the mind dump. Simply writing down your concerns, all of them, before bedtime gives your brain permission to stop holding them. Studies at Baylor University have shown that people who write down unfinished tasks or worries fall asleep significantly faster. Not because the problems are gone, but because the brain no longer feels responsible for carrying them into the night. Next, we need to address a huge physiological factor: the nervous system. After age 60, the balance between the sympathetic system, fight or flight, and the parasympathetic system, rest and digest, becomes harder to regulate. The body tends to stay in a more alert state. This is why simple relaxation exercises can be transformative. I teach a breathing technique that is clinically proven to lower blood pressure, slow heart rate, and quiet the mind. It's called 4 to 6 breathing. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat this for 2 minutes. That's it. 2 minutes. You are literally turning off your stress response and activating the part of your nervous system responsible for calmness. Many of my patients tell me this alone changed their life. But breathing is just one piece of the puzzle. Another tool that is deeply effective for seniors is something called sensory grounding. Anxiety lives in the future, in fear of what might happen. Sensory grounding brings you back to the present. A warm cup of herbal tea, like chamomile or lemon balm, activates calming receptors in the brain. Soft, instrumental music reduces sympathetic activity. A weighted blanket provides gentle, constant pressure that lowers anxiety in both younger and older adults. Even a simple warm shower 30 minutes before bed can help relax muscle tension and prepare the body for rest. These small rituals matter more than most people realize. And speaking of the body, we must talk about magnesium, one of the most important minerals for older adults. Research published in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences found that seniors who took magnesium supplements experienced significantly better sleep efficiency, longer sleep time, and lower nighttime cortisol. Magnesium glycinate, in particular, is gentle on the stomach and highly absorbable. Of course, you should always check with your doctor before starting any supplement. But magnesium is one of the most clinically supported natural tools for improving sleep and reducing anxiety. Light exposure is another vital part of the equation. Your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that sets your sleep-wake cycle, relies heavily on natural light. But many seniors spend the majority of the day indoors, which disrupts melatonin production. Just 10 to 20 minutes of morning sunlight can reset your internal clock, reduce anxiety, improve mood, and help you fall asleep faster at night. Many of my patients tell me this was the easiest and most enjoyable change they ever made. Now let's discuss a big mistake many people over 60 make: napping too long or too late in the afternoon. Short naps are fine, even beneficial, but long naps after 3 p.m. interfere with nighttime sleep. If you feel the need to nap, keep it under 30 minutes and keep it earlier in the day. Think of naps as an energy boost, not a replacement for nighttime rest. Another overlooked factor is nighttime temperature. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at regulating internal heat. A cooler bedroom, ideally between 65 and 68 degrees, promotes deeper, more restorative sleep. Warm rooms keep the brain too alert. Cooler rooms help signal the body that it's time to rest. This simple environmental adjustment can make a world of difference. Now let's talk about something many seniors experience but rarely discuss: loneliness at night. Even if you have a partner, nighttime can feel isolating because the world is quiet and your mind becomes louder. Many older adults feel a sense of vulnerability or even fear when the lights go out. I want you to know this is normal. And it doesn't mean anything is wrong with you. But it does mean you need more emotional support in your nighttime routine. Listening to calming narration, prayer, guided sleep stories, or relaxation podcasts has been shown to reduce anxiety levels and help the mind release tension before bed. And then there's movement. We often think of daytime activity and nighttime sleep as separate issues, but they are deeply connected. Seniors who engage in even light exercise, walking, stretching, chair yoga, tai chi, fall asleep faster and enjoy deeper sleep. Movement reduces anxiety hormones, increases serotonin, and improves cardiovascular health. It is incredible how many sleep problems disappear when the body is simply given a chance to move more regularly. But perhaps the most important message I want you to take away is this. Your brain is capable of healing. Even after 60, even after years of insomnia, even after decades of stress, your nervous system can learn new patterns. When you create consistency, calmness, and predictability in your evenings, your brain begins to trust again. It begins to feel safe. And sleep only happens when the brain feels safe. I've treated patients who had struggled with anxiety-driven insomnia for 20 years, and within a couple of months of using these strategies, the golden hour, consistent sleep schedules, breathing techniques, magnesium, morning sunlight, shorter naps, cooler bedrooms, and emotional grounding rituals, they were finally sleeping through the night again. If they could do it, you can too. So tonight, choose one strategy, just one. And tomorrow night, add another. Build your routine slowly. Your sleep will follow, your anxiety will settle, and your life will feel lighter, calmer, and more joyful. If you found this helpful, I invite you to subscribe to the channel so you never miss an opportunity to take better control of your health. Leave a like, share your experience in the comments, and as always, thank you for being part of our community. I'm Dr. Joseph Butler, and I'll see you in the next video.
Join us on Healthcare Seniors.
Amen. Be part of our community and watch the next video.